All right. Well, you get that flat iron going because we got a guest and we got to get going with that too. Joining us on the line from Impact Zone Wrestling is the one and only Copycat. Good evening, sir.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate being on the show.
We appreciate having you. And it's, as you noted in the pre-show, it's your second time because originally you were on Tuesday Night AMP with Sierra and Frank. So welcome back to the network.
Hey, I'm glad to be back. Hopefully, we can talk about some good, interesting things.
I'm sure we will. And speaking of interesting things, that's the first place we should start is Chaotic Christmas is just around the corner, and you're in a big three-way match, as I understand.
Yes, it's me versus Johnny Z and Damon Windsor in a triple threat for the IZW Championship.
All right. Well, for our listeners who are just new to IZW, I always like to let everybody get a little bit of a background. So tell us about your history leading up to this three-way.
All right. With the company, I basically just came off this gimmick with the worst in the world, which I still am and still always will be. But right now, I'm trying to let everybody know how I'm the forgotten champion of IZW since I started at the beginning of the year holding the tag team belts. And I've kind of been on a downslide ever since then. There's some feuds that was mixed in. It started off great with a great feud with Damian Morte, who left, and now it's just me getting put on the back burner with two feuds that got cut out from under me, not by any of my doing or anything, just, it fell on me. It didn't mean to happen. One guy screwed me, and it just lead me up to this. So I've been trying to fight back to get into a good spot, and Monsters Bash is my way to get back in. So we did Monsters Bash. I won it. So this is for me to show what I can be and how I am, and that's a top of the line story.
Absolutely. I don't think worst in the world fits you when you're winning the Monsters Bash and you're in a three-way for the world title. It's more like you're going from worst to best. Maybe that should be the new gimmick.
The worst in the world gimmick, I love it. I love it. It's the worst in the world to be in a wrestling ring with.
Well, that's a good
really
way of spinning it. Yeah, it's not worst you, it's worst for everybody that has to face you and gets their butt kicked.
Exactly. I'm the worst in the world for you to challenge to wrestle.
Absolutely.
And Copycat, because I could do at the time I was 10 times better than you at anything. Normally the moveset or attitude, whatever they wanted to be, I could be better.
Mm-hmm. Now, has CM Punk ever gotten at you about worst in the world? Does he misunderstand the gimmick? Have you ever heard from him?
No, I haven't heard from him. I've been mentioned in some tweets with him by some people. I have this major fan from Delaware named Laura that tweets like everything about me, and she'll mention stuff with me and him. And I don't know if he's heard of it. He might have heard of it. I'd imagine he has, the way the wrestling world talks. And it's a play on words to his best in the world, but his gimmick is nothing like his gimmick at all. So
No,
I don't know. I doubt he'd even care, to be honest. So.
No, he seems to be a pretty easygoing guy about that stuff. After all, he admits that a lot of his moveset is like taken from guys in Japan that he admired. So in a way, he's a copycat himself.
Oh yeah, and Copycat is. I was stubborn when I first got into wrestling, and I wanted this name, and I was adamant about it. And at the time, there was no gimmick. I just wanted the damn name, and I was able to build off that name. I didn't realize it was a gimmick until I made it my own.
Well, that's how it works in the wrestling world sometimes. Sometimes you just create a character and then you evolve into it as time goes on. But you've had no shortage of experience with that because at one point you were actually working in the FCW school before they changed over to NXT.
Yes, I was in Tampa. I was trained by Steve Kern, Norman Smiley. Those are the two main people, and I got to mix it up with just like promo talk, a little bit with Dusty Rhodes and a few other various legends that come in and out of that place, and people on the roster, doing knee drops and a whole bunch of ground moves with Damon Sandow, and just basically getting as much knowledge as I could while I was there, because I knew it was gonna not be, I wasn't gonna be there too much longer before I was gonna leave, and I'm hoping to get back there, but I've never seen the Performance Center, and I really, really want to check that place out.
Yeah, you should check out some videos of it on YouTube because it looks pretty darn swank. And one of the interesting things about it is they have cameras in every single room with a live feed to Stamford, Connecticut. So at any time you could just be working out or cutting a promo for somebody, and you never know, Vince McMahon could be watching.
I know. You know what's crazy? I'm a huge Billy Gunn, he's one of my two top wrestlers, and he's one of them. And not too much longer after I left there, he came in there and started training there, and I was like, fuck, you know? Damn, I wish he was there while I was there. I don't know what I would do. I really want to meet him really bad, and he's one of my top two guys.
He's a guy who's really seemed to get it together in the last few years in terms of being a trainer and working with the younger talent and providing some guidance and leadership. It's kind of nice to see him blossom into that role.
Oh yeah, and I haven't really I never met him. I've never have, so I really want to. I had a chance to meet him one time, but somebody said that I could tag along with them, and they had a show. I think it was in Midland, Texas, I believe. I don't know. But I refuse to go to the show. I'm not going to a show, especially if I'm not working it, and I don't like doing that. And if he's going to be there, I'm not going to meet him. Hey, I'm the guy in the back, you know. Hey, no, I'm not working the show, but I'm good, you know.
You want to be booked on a show, and you want it to be professional. You want to meet him the right way.
Yeah, there's no way. And, you know, a part of me was like, I just need to go, man. It's Billy Gunn. I really want to meet him so bad. I need to do this, but I just couldn't do that. I couldn't do it that way. It ain't my way. I know that.
Well, it's good that you're not jaded, though. I mean, even though you're working in the wrestling business and you're doing stuff regularly on the independents, you know, you're still a fan of other wrestlers. And sometimes people who get in the business, they start to lose that thing that got them excited about wrestling in the first place. So it's refreshing that you've still got that passion.
Oh, yeah. And die hard people I'd love to meet, and there's basically two. And that's Billy Gunn. The other one's Sting, because he was the first person that ever got me interested in watching wrestling, period, and he was the man. He was from day one wrestling, you know. It was always Sting. I was huge. As a fan growing up, it was Sting, and I used to lose my shit during the storylines watching him whenever the whole NWO took over, and he was kind of getting cast aside by his friend Luger. I was like, Luger, you suck, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. You know, I was with Sting no matter what. Even whenever I was this weird guy. That's how weird I was. When the imposter Sting came, I had this feeling like, man, that ain't Sting. But wait, no way.
Oh, you just knew. You knew you could tell right away.
And even whenever he joined I think the NWO did the Wolfpack thing, I was still Sting all the way.
Well, it's been an interesting year for me as far as Sting goes because I had never seen him wrestle live before Bound for Glory, and I just happened to be in San Diego the same weekend. So for the first time ever, I got to see Sting live in person and saw that match he had with Magnus, and I thought it was pretty damn cool getting to see the old Stinger in person.
Oh yeah, I got to watch him wrestle live twice. Once when I was a kid, we went to some WCW house show, me and my father. And we were really far away, you know, it wasn't like it was spectacular. I remember they pulled down Buck Bagwell and you see his ass, like, white as day on that show. And then I went to the 10-year anniversary of Slammiversary. Went there, I took my son there, and he's never been to, like, a big show like that, you know. It was supposed to be their biggest show of the year, and he wrestled that show. And other than that, I haven't got to meet him either, and I probably, you know, won't meet him until the time's right on that, too.
I'm sure there'll be like some sort of WCW meet and greet that they'll do at a WrestleMania weekend, and we'll both get the chance to meet him. But I hear Sierra like itching at the bit to ask a question, so I'm going to let her jump in here.
Now, which Sting do you prefer, Surfer Sting or Black and White Sting, the Crow?
Man, like I said, when I got hooked on him, you know, he was doing, you know, the old white top hair and everything, and to be honest, I don't think I have a preference. But I know for a fact when he came back as the black and white pro gimmick Sting, that was like, I probably, you know, jumped off the couch, shit my pants, because I've been waiting for him to come back. I kept telling everyone at school, I'm like, man, he's been gone so long. Is he ever coming back? Is he seriously hurt? I don't know. And when he came back, I flipped my lid, and it was a great moment just to see him, and it was so intriguing to watch him at that moment. So I guess I will say the black and white crow thing.
I think that's for a lot of people because I remember him as Surfer Sting, and I remember just thinking, like, what the hell is going on there? And then I remember, like, when he came back with the black and white, I was just like, wait, what happened to all the colors? You know, it was like somebody ate his rainbow, and he was just colorless. Like, That's kind of like when somebody says Sting, I always think of the black and white crow Sting. I don't think of the colorful one.
I tend to think of the black and white too. Go ahead, Copycat. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
You didn't cut me off, man. It's good. No, I think of it all. I definitely think of cause like I said, it was him in the match against Flair, and I have no idea. I think this is just a regular show, wasn't special the first time I watched it, and I think it was them two doing something. I just remember his look. He attracted me from the start. So I remember the look of him with the old, surfer look and the white hair and stuff. Then he went to the brown hair. But like I said, the Sting as the Crow gimmick, it was intriguing. It was something I wanted to see what he's going to do. I wanted to see what was going to happen. And being that so many people go dark all the time, especially nowadays, people going dark, he had something worth watching. Because, like I said, he wasn't doing much. He didn't speak at first for a while. He just kept turning his back on anybody and everybody. And you never knew what he was going to do. So I just wanted to see what he's going to do next. So that's probably, I guess that'd be my favorite one.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of intriguing and going somewhere that you want to see, I want to know where it's going with Damon Windsor right now going into this handicap match or triple threat match, I should say, because it seems to me like he's on a bit of a roll lately, and that's going to be a hell of a challenge for you in this match.
Yes, definitely being a challenge. Being the fact that, he's pushing 6'5", he's a very tall guy. He's the tallest man there. First, I think he's about an inch taller than Kevin Morgan there as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
they call him big business for a reason. He's a big boy.
and I mean, me and him never ever, really, we never really done much together. So we never had an eye. We were always cool with each other and everything. This is the first time me and him were actually interacted and doing stuff together. So it's very fun because he has a very cool mindset, and I like his attitude. I like who he is as a person too. It's he ain't gonna know. A lot of people don't know what to expect when they get into the ring with me because I bring a lot of things. I don't talk much about myself much, but in my head, it clicks there. That's where the majority of my stuff goes. And being that it's going to be me and him and Johnny Z in the same ring, I think we can definitely make some magic happen.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's any little bit of a contradiction for Johnny Z to be in there and holding the title and yet be one of the Impact Elite players and be such a founding force in IZW? Do you think it's time to get that belt off of him?
Oh yeah, well hell, he never won the belt. If you follow the show and everything, so he never won the belt. The convict won the belt, and they hold that his release papers, his evaluation papers over his head to make him, he won the IZW championship and Johnny Z took it from him, so he never beat anybody. And since he's defended it, he's never beat anybody one-on-one. So his credibility with that title is, not good. It's just his credibility to the company.
Yeah, and it's just been power brokering and behind the stage maneuvering. It's basically like what Ted DiBiase did when he bought the title from Andre the Giant. It's that kind of deal where he never actually won it. He just claimed it.
Yes, exactly. And, it's his business, and, you know the phrase, money walks. Well, it's his money.
Well, he could be walking at Chaotic Christmas. He could be walking out without the belt because it could be either you or Windsor that takes that title.
And he did take my championships from me, so it would be really sweet if I could just rip that thing right from him.
Yeah, measure of revenge, absolutely. Go out there and take it out on him and get that satisfaction both personally and professionally.
Oh, definitely, and I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this match. The last match I really, really looked forward to was the Impact X match, and I did with Damian Morte on May 11th, Evolution, and this is the only one I really looked forward to since then. Like really, I mean, I look forward to all my matches, but this one is something I'm really psyched about, and I can't wait for this to happen.
Now, on the underneath card, we've got a number one contendership match with Double D and Brad Michaels. So let's go ahead and hypothesize and speculate a little bit. Let's say you walk out with the title. Which one would you rather face as a challenger for the belt? Would you rather face Double D or Brad Michaels?
Oh, it's weird because my opinions on both of them are kind of the same. I've been impressed by Double D since I've met him, and Bad Brad. Yeah, I've actually been impressed by him, his old school ways, and I like them both. But if I had a choice to really go between both of them, I'd probably damn, threw a question on me I wasn't ready for.
That's all right.
I have wrestled Double D, and we have done some things in the ring that I think me and him could definitely go to blows and put something good behind it. So I would love to do something with Double D. That would be amazing. But Brad, he can add an aspect that's, like a curveball storyline. He can bring the seriousness and the comedy at the same time as well. We could do something different, I think, me and him, for sure.
Very cool. Well, it sounds like you'd have a great match with either one of them then. So we'll look forward to seeing who wins that number one contendership. And as long as I'm asking you about the card, I'm going to also ask you about the IZW Queen's Crown match, because we had the First Lady Erica on, I think about a month ago, Sierra, if I'm right, or maybe it was a month and a half. But when we talked to her, she was very confident of her place in IZW and that nobody was taking the crown. So do you think Miss Dyslexia has any kind of chance?
Well, she was very confident, but she already lost it to Miss Dyslexia already. You would think with Johnny Z's power and the whole Impact Elite that she would still be wearing it, but she's the only one that's not holding something. So if they're going to come with their ways and use their manpower that she has behind him compared to Miss Dyslexia's, manpower she has behind her, which is, nobody, just basically off like me, no alliances, no friends really. She's going to have to beat her like she did last time, unless the Impact Elite, basically, Johnny Z, actually help Erica and for the good. That's the only way she's going to really keep it or take it back.
All right, well, we'll look forward to that match as well. And it's a stacked card from top to bottom. We got a IZW Tag Team Championship match, Team Vol versus What Wrestling Should Be. The Impact Division Championship is Drake Gallows and Kevin Morgan. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm actually, I can't wait to look forward to the tag match, actually, because you look at both the teams in it, and they're amazing to watch. If it's, Team Bull versus another tag team, What Wrestling Should Be versus another tag team, it don't matter. They're very fun to watch. They're very good to watch. They bring something in the IZW, which makes IZW, it's everybody, but I really love how What Wrestling Should Be, they're straight divas, and they claim not to be, but they are. And you got Team Bull, especially Bobby. He prays to the gods. And you got the Bronze Bull, and he's with the gods. And they used to be together. They hate each other, and now they come together and have this awesome tag team together, and they click perfectly. So it's awesome to have two tag teams that click together, go at it, and they put on a show many times already. They're going to put on a good one as well.
No doubt about that. And there's even more. I haven't even covered all of the matches yet because there's one other that's on the card that I haven't talked about. It's Brandon Bishop versus Convict in a grudge match.
Yes, Brandon. I met him for the first time this year, and we had a blast in the Monsters Bash. It was a fun time duking it out in there, and he's going against the Convict. And Brandon, he's been around for a long time. From what people told me, some stories. We have a little bit of experience together this year, but not an extreme lot and everything, but. He's been putting on shows for years, and you got the Convict, who is the biggest powerhouse of IZW. So you're going to expect someone kind of Brandon's out of his mind a little bit, but that's him. He's not out of his mind. I rephrase that. He's in his mind. Everyone else is out of his mind, so he's in his mind, and he's going up against the Convict, who will be the powerhouse. So you got somebody self-absorbed around them that can know exactly what they can do, which is Bishop going against the Convict with his main mission. The only mission really is to do whatever, Johnny Z and Erica tell him to, so that will be a good one as well.
Absolutely. So before we bring this around full circle, Sierra, I want to give you the floor again. If you got a few more questions, please go ahead.
I totally forgot what I was going to ask him, but you jump in. Let me
Oh,
see if I
thank
can remember.
All right. Well, I guess while you're thinking of your question, I will give Copycat a chance to cut a promo on his two opponents that he's going to face at Chaotic Christmas. What kind of warning or message would you like to send to Johnny Z and to Damon Windsor in the triple threat?
You got Damon Windsor, who, come to find out, is one of the biggest babies in IZW. And then you have Johnny Z, which is the tit of IZW. So you got the perfect match right there. I'm going against both of them. The difference between that sets me aside of Damon Windsor and Johnny Z is Damon claims that he has people, he don't have many that have his back, but he has people like Brandon Bishop that have his back, Sean McHale, and, he has all his close friends that have his back. And then you have Johnny Z, who has Impact Elite, he holds the company over everyone's head, his position over everyone's head, and that's what backs him. Then you have me. I had one friend in the company, and that was Damon Windsor, and he's gone. So it's been me solo by myself this whole year, and look where I'm at, face to face with Damon Windsor and Johnny Z. And they both know, one-on-one, they can't beat me. They can hit me, they can jump me, they can cry, they can demand things, they can have Impact Elite, come rough me over, but Johnny Z, one-on-one, he can't beat me. Damon Windsor, one-on-one, he can't beat me. This is the best odds for both of them. Their only chance is to go y'all two against me.
Well said. So unless they double team and work together against you, it's going to be you leaving with the belt at Chaotic Christmas. So tell everybody how they can tune into that show, what ways they can watch it, and where they can go to see it live if they happen to be in the area.
You can go to gfl.tv, and it'll be under IZW Chaotic Christmas. So I'll usually have an icon on the front homepage to click on it, or you can even go to izwrestling.com, and it should have a link to show you how to order the iPay-per-view. And you can also search a bunch of IZW stuff on IZW Impact Zone Wrestling on YouTube, I believe, and it'll probably have links there. Or you can check out my page, and that's I got a like page, which is facebook.com/Copycat Wrestler. Then I have a friend request page, which is facebook.com/Copycat Wrestler, but the cat part is spelled with a K, because I can't do it twice. And then Twitter @Copycat Wrestler.
Absolutely. We want to check all those things out, and we want everybody to check out the Chaotic Christmas show, whether you watch it on GFL.TV or whether you go to IZWrestling.com to find out when you can go and see it live, because I believe it's December 21st. Am I correct about that?
Yes, sir, you are correct.
All right, so you can check it out live in Lawton, Oklahoma, and the ticket information and the location is all available on IZWwrestling.com, and follow Copycat Wrestler on Twitter. So, Copycat, thanks again for the time tonight, and we wish you the best of luck at Chaotic Christmas.
Hey, I appreciate it. Sierra, any last words?
Good luck.
Yep, so good luck from Sierra and good luck from me, and take care and have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Same to yourselves, and I'll see y'all next time around.
All right, thanks, Copycat. Take it easy.